Hi, everyone. It's Ann Miller with Angelic Hands, and I wanted to share some messages that came through in the past few days from Spirit. As some of you may be familiar, I am a psychic and a medium. I'm also a life coach, and I'm extremely intuitive, and I'm a Reiki master teacher. I'm a quantum energy healer, light language healer. So I wear many, many different hats, and I recently became part of the Canaway team working with the amazing hemp products, so CBD products. And so a little bit later in this video, I will be talking about some additional ways that you can boost your immune system. But yesterday I had a beautiful visit from a well-known singer from his soul, and that was Bob Marley. And I actually shared this information about this special visit from the special soul on my Angelic Hands page on Facebook. And he was singing one of his songs, Could You Be Loved? And looking at the time frame of, I want to say, the album or the CD that this was tied to was for the Revolution tour. And I'm a big believer in synchronicities. This is no coincidence. He shared the beautiful message through his words. Like when we actually take time and look at the lyrics, anytime I get a visit from especially a singer, and I've had many visits come through. I've mentioned that I've had numerous visits from Prince. I've had visits from Elvis. I've had visits from oh gosh, I'm trying to think. The lead singer from The Doors. The name is escaping me at the moment. And Amy Winehouse, a lot of different singers, and Janis Joplin. And I know I have this written down in my journals as far as when they came through and what their messages were. Sometimes they were coming through to provide guidance, helping me. Other times I received guidance and messages from them, things that I was meant to share with the world, share with the collective. So that's what I'm doing. Really continuing to step out of my comfort zone, reveal my true authentic self, my gifts. My work that I do is always from the heart. I speak the truth, and it's just wonderful to be in the capacity to be of service to the collective and to help others, whether that's through healing, whether that's through doing a reading, providing life coaching. So there's just many different ways that I'm called every day to help others. So today being no different, I wanted to share this information on my YouTube channel. I haven't been out here in a while. And so if you get an opportunity to take a look at or have a listen to Could You Be Loved by Bob Marley, there's different versions of it on YouTube. That's actually where I found the link, and I shared that on my Facebook page. And you can also connect with me on Instagram. I post different things on different social media vehicles, different platforms, because I know that everyone is not always on the same social media site. And my goal is to connect with others and get the message out there. Maybe something that that I'm sharing that someone needs to hear. So, immune system support, a lot of different things that you can do. So as I mentioned before, I am now a brand ambassador with Canaway. What's a brand ambassador? It's simply an independent distributor. I work with them. It's my own little additional way to supplement my income. And it's exciting because it's very much in alignment with my life purposes, being a healer, being a life coach. So I really tap into my intuitive guidance when I make suggestions to someone that may reach out asking what product would be correct for them at this time. And there's a lot of other ways to for one to determine what will be best for them. We all have our inner GPS, as I like to call it, so our inner guidance, and it's just having an open mind and trying different things. And one of the visits that I received from Spirit within the past week was actually from my grandfather that passed away years ago. And I know that one of my spirit guides is his mother's mother. So she was a medicine woman in ancient Mexico. And a lot of people came to her for guidance and for healing. And she used ancient methods, but that are, being used today. So working with herbs, working with oils, working with plant medicine. So definitely not surprised that I'm carrying on this family lineage and the gifts. And that's exactly what he had shared with me is I am really working with my ancestors and my elders and receiving their guidance and continuing to carry the torch, if you will, as far as being of service to the community and to the collective and providing guidance on different ways to boost your immune system naturally. So whether you feel called to using CBD products, it's from hemp, and there's different essential oils. I work with Young Living. I also work with doTERRA. I love them both equally. And if you look at my website, which is ReikiAngelicHands.com, that's ReikiAngelikHands.com. Under the products tab, you will see all of the different companies that I am either an affiliate with or a direct distributor with. So if you have any questions regarding different ways and or different products that may help to boost your immune system, feel free to reach out. I'm always just a phone call or an email away, and I would love to, provide guidance. Okay, so the other thing that I'm going to do is I was also guided. I haven't shared any poetry from my book that was published, and it's available on Amazon.com, and it's called From Heart to Pen to Paper, Inspirational Poems for the Soul. That is actually a picture of me as a toddler. So when I see my inner child, that's how she comes through. And I felt guided to share a poem with all of you from chapter 3, which is regarding the inner child. This book of poetry is it's another healing tool. I felt strongly guided by my team in Spirit to share this healing vehicle, this healing tool with all of you. It really, really helped me to continue with working through the layers, as I like to call them, regarding my own healing journey and shedding things that no longer serve me, or things that I no longer needed to carry. So that if that was aches, pains, old emotions, really giving. I always encourage everyone that I work with. Giving yourself permission to feel and to soften into what's coming up for you. And so if that means, letting out emotions through tears, or if you have anger coming up to the surface, I always recommend channeling your feelings or anger perhaps in a pillow, because behind anger is a lot of grief. It's a lot of sadness. So it's even having someone work as a life coach for you. That's something that I do with my practice, and to help you to see those and identify those blind spots that may be coming up for you, and to hold space for you while you are ultimately doing the work. But it's I'm there to hold safe space for you while you process and feel into those emotions. And it's a lot of work that I've been doing on my own over the years, but then there were also times where I felt called to reach out and receive help from other holistic practitioners. I look at any person that I work with, myself included, from a holistic standpoint. So that's looking at the body, the mind, the spirit, and bringing balance and harmony to all three aspects of self. So getting back to my book, From Heart to Pen to Paper, again, this is available on Amazon. So it's available as Kindle, as an ebook. It's also available as paperback, and it's just another healing tool. I actually dedicated this book to all of the women, men, and children that have been victims, survivors of domestic violence and or sexual abuse. I am actually a survivor of both, and a lot of my healing also occurred through writing, the poems. And I found that I would write out the words and read them mentally. Then I would type out each poem. And then as I was going through and getting everything into the book and working with my publisher at the time, I was even rereading the words out loud. So actually hearing your voice, there's healing that occurs through frequency and vibration. So just the sound of your own voice, it's providing that, that healing for your beautiful heart and for your inner child. So I'm going to wrap up by this live by reading one of my poems, and this is actually called The Dark Secret. And this poem was very, very big for me as I continue to work through the layers with being a survivor of being sexually abused as a child. The Dark Secret. You can't tell anyone, he said. No one will ever believe you. This is our little secret. She carried this heavy burden for years. She numbed and buried her darkest feelings and pain, an inner child without a voice. Many dark days and dark nights. Through the darkness, she found her way back into the light. She gave her inner child a voice, removing the shackles and heavy burdens that bound her. She was finally heard. She was finally free. Again, that's from chapter 3 of my book. It's on Amazon.com. That's From Heart to Pen to Paper. And hope that it touches your heart as much as it has mine. I had another significant release. I worked through another layer. Actually, I believe this was yesterday, and it was surrounding, there was still some residual PTSD from based on what had happened to me as a child. So it was giving myself permission to grieve and really feel into the sadness and be able to no longer be held back and to feel free and to be happy and to play and to nurture my inner child. And this is each and every day. So again, if you have questions regarding energy healing, life coaching, natural ways to boost your immune system, please reach out. Again, I'm a phone call or an email away. My website is ReikiAngelicsHands.com. That's ReikiAngelicsHands.com. Till then, I'm sending you all a big, big virtual hug that's filled with love, and I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day and your week. Thank you.